What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. At this point, maybe I've uploaded 1 or 2 videos from Oregon, not sure yet, but either way, I just got here a couple days ago. I am definitely excited to be in the area. I will be truthful with you, I am also pretty stressed out. It's been a long drive from Austin, Texas. I apologize for the lack of content, but there's been a lot going on. If you were following me last year, you would know that I had an emergency surgery. I had to recover from that. I ended up working in Austin for about 7 months, and now I've decided to go on a new journey. I'm in Oregon. I'm trying to get into, or I will be going to Oregon State University. The VA is paying for me to go back to school, so I'm super excited about that, and I will update more about that soon. The reality is I'm unfortunately not going to be able to afford to live anywhere until the VA gives me a housing check, which might take a few months. I'm not really sure yet. For now, I'm living in this compact car. It's super crowded, super packed, as you can see. Unfortunately, another situation in addition to the surgery happened where a lady went through an intersection in Austin, Texas last summer and destroyed my Toyota RAV4. So this is all I could afford. I'm making the best out of it. I'm definitely hoping soon that I can afford a bigger and better vehicle, but for now, here we go. It's loaded with stuff because I showed up mid Labor Day weekend, not intentionally, just circumstantially. It just took that long to drive across the country. So I'm gonna have to wait until at least tomorrow to get a storage facility. I will be living out of this car, like I said, because I can't afford a place to live. But I'm gonna make the best out of it. I'm actually about to go to the Trail of 10 waterfalls here in Silver Falls State Park. So we'll see if I can do the whole thing. I think it's like 7 or 8 miles, and I'm gonna show you guys some awesome waterfalls, and I will be exploring Oregon. This is my first time literally here, even though I've done years of travel. I just never made it out here for various reasons, including emergency surgery as well as COVID-19 and a bunch of other reasons. But I'm finally here and I'm ready to explore, so definitely be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you guys for tuning in. All right, guys, so second day in Oregon here. I'm going to try Silver Falls. Unfortunately, people showed up to my private waterfall trail here in Oregon again for the second day in a row, so I'm probably going to try and make some funny videos. Parking lot is full, and it should be fun. I'm actually super excited to be here despite the fact that there's 355 million people here, so should be a great day. All right, so again, guys, I did absolutely no planning here. Definitely don't have the place myself. There's people walking in both directions, like everywhere. So I think I picked to the left. I think I could have gone to the right. Apparently, it's like a big loop trail and kind of like walking through a rainforest. And yeah, I definitely picked the most crowded time to be here, just like I did yesterday at the famous Multnomah Falls. So it should be pretty interesting. I think we're going to see about 5,000 people up here to the right once I get around this corner. So hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, I definitely am pretty stoked to be here. It definitely does feel like walking through a rainforest. And yeah, I think I'll probably also try to come back when it's a little less crowded because it is Labor Day weekend. So I do kind of get into the vibe of just trying to go to places when it's crowded, just to kind of show you guys the contrast between that and the less crowded times. So hopefully you can get into some of my humor a little bit. Hey guys, so this is I guess the first waterfall that I've seen here at Silver Falls. This is South Falls. I think the idea today is to try to do all of them, but we will see how that goes. So this is South Falls. I'm going to walk down and get a better view of it, but it was pretty cool here, and I definitely stopped, took some pictures. I thought it looked pretty dope with like the whole jungle thing. I almost thought I was going to see like a gorilla or something climbing up in the trees. It was pretty sick. So stay tuned for more. All right, so I'm standing behind South Falls. I'll be honest, guys, it's my second day in Oregon. The crowds of people haven't even bothered me yet. I'm sure it'd be nice to not have like 5 million people here, but I showed up on Labor Day weekend, and the enormity and the craziness of these waterfalls has actually kind of blocked out that part of me that would want less people. So it's actually quite mind-boggling. So we're gonna try to hike, see some more waterfalls, and yeah, this one's pretty crazy so far. South Falls. So behind me we got Lower South Falls, and again, I guess I'm gonna attempt like all the waterfalls today. This one's pretty dope, not quite as big as the last one, but it's pretty sweet. I've been setting up with like a little mock tripod Even though I've been lazy, didn't bring my tripod, didn't realize I was gonna find these. But they have these here, so I've actually been setting up my camera kind of like this. So now I am standing behind Lower South Falls. So still pretty big waterfall, not nearly as big as the last one, but pretty crazy. And I guess we'll see how many we can find. So it's the second waterfall of the Trail of 10 Falls here at Silver Falls State Park. Behind me apparently is Lower North Falls. So that's the third waterfall out of this 10 waterfall journey. So pretty dope, just like all of them. Pretty cool to walk through a rainforest. I still haven't seen any gorillas or anything, but it's been a fun day regardless. Guys, so we made it to the fourth waterfall in this I guess 10 waterfall journey. I'm starting to get the idea that Oregon might have a handful of waterfalls on my second day here. I mean, considering that I guess I'm going to see 10 of them on a single trail. So okay guys, so we made it to the fifth waterfall of this 10 waterfall journey. Obviously you can't see it behind me, I'm just looking at some trees or whatever, but I'll show it to you. It's quite a bit smaller, but that's still pretty dope. So moving on, that was Drake Falls. I guess we got 5 more. 5 plus 5 is 10. I didn't graduate in math or anything like that, but pretty easy. So we're like halfway there. And Oregon, however you pronounce it, is turning out pretty nice on day 2. I really don't have anything else to say, so thanks for listening to my speech. Guys, so behind me, I guess you can see Middle North Falls. Pretty sweet. I think it looks better in person. This video quality that I'm doing is not super great. So again, this is the 6th waterfall here out of this 10 waterfall trail journey, the Trail of 10 Falls here at Silver Falls State Park. So this is pretty cool. I'm looking at it from a distance, but it's definitely, you know, pretty awesome. You can see these people literally walking directly behind it, which is pretty lit. I guess I'm about to do the exact same thing. All right, so that was pretty cool. Moving on here from the Middle North Falls. I think we're gonna walk behind it. I'm still not fully convinced that Oregon has a lot of waterfalls. I've literally only found like 6 on this trail so far, but we're just gonna keep going. I think we're going up to some other waterfall here in a bit. All right guys, same waterfall as a minute or 2 ago, but I just hiked around. This is the Middle North Falls, so pretty sick. Looks even way cooler from this perspective. And yeah, I'm gonna be on my way to Twin Falls, which is the 7th fall. I believe I've been counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. So we're gonna head to Twin Falls and start finishing up all the last waterfalls of the Trail of 10 Falls. Pretty sick. So we made it to the 7th waterfall in this 10 waterfall journey. You can kind of see it back there. It's Twin Falls. Relatively small compared to some of the other waterfalls, but still kind of cool. I'll try to get you guys a better angle here. So like I said, that was Twin Falls. It's a little hard to see it. Honestly, they have it kind of chained off here. As you can see, let's see if you can even see it, the chains right there. So you can't really get too close to it. It's definitely a little bit smaller, but still kind of cool. We're gonna move on now to North Falls, Upper North Falls, and then Winter Falls. So that'll finish the 10 waterfall journey. Pretty dope. All right, so behind me, behind those trees there, you can see North Falls. It's actually pretty big. From here, it's a little tricky to see, but I think we're gonna hike around and probably go behind it or something like that. Actually, I'm not even sure if we're gonna go behind this one, but I believe we're gonna get closer. This is the 8th waterfall in this 10 waterfall journey. So this is pretty sick. And yeah, I'm getting kind of impressed. Oregon seems to have a lot of waterfalls, Silver Falls State Park, even this trail with 10 waterfalls. So probably more waterfalls than Massachusetts, as a matter of fact. Okay, so this is a little bit better view now of North Falls. I got a little bit over eager down there. So here's the hype sauce right here. North Falls right behind me. Like I said, 8th waterfall on this 10 waterfall stretch. It's like a marathon, not a sprint. So this is pretty cool. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to walk behind North Falls. It's basically like being in a cave, essentially. Kind of is like a cave tucked in here. That's why it's all dark. Check this out. You'll be able to see North Falls in a second. Boom, there it is. And I'm about to walk right behind it. So that's pretty amazing. All right, guys, so I'm standing directly behind North Falls. Definitely one of the more impressive waterfalls here. I did carry a camera in my bag. I didn't bring a tripod. I might come back for that at some point. I'll be honest, some of the waterfalls are more impressive than other ones. North Falls is right behind me. That's pretty impressive. South Falls is also impressive. I'm still yet to see Upper North Falls or Winter Falls. But so far, I mean, they're all amazing. Amazing to see in person, this and that. But I did not take out my camera for like every single waterfall. I just kind of took a lot of pictures with my phone. So we got 2 more waterfalls to go on to Upper North Falls. All right, so I've made it to the 9th waterfall out of this 10 waterfall journey. This is Upper North Falls. Really beautiful. I'd say it's one of the more beautiful ones. North Falls, like I just said, was also really beautiful. South Falls on the other side where I started, also very beautiful. Not all waterfalls here were quite as magnificent, but it's been an incredible day. I got one more waterfall, Winter Falls, coming up to finish this up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this series so far. Guys, so like I said, that was the 9th waterfall. We're about to hit Winter Falls and then go back to the trailhead. I honestly didn't even realize that people park at like a trailhead that's like right up the road. So that's for North Falls, which I just did, and Upper North Falls. So for the future, I'll probably consider maybe just doing some photography sessions by parking my car at the North Falls trailhead right up the road, or the trail here, and just doing some sunrise photography. I was lazy. I didn't want to bring a tripod, a giant tripod for all 10 waterfalls. I'm kind of just taking some lame videos or whatever with my phone, but I hope you enjoyed them. Apparently, I guess you can park also at the Winter Falls trailhead or whatever, winter trailhead, Winter Falls. I honestly didn't do any research on this hike, literally whatsoever. I just showed up at a random parking lot, decided I was gonna find 10 waterfalls, so that's what I'm doing. But I have noticed that there are multiple other trailheads. Like I said, you could park at North Falls, apparently, Winter Falls, or whatever. So I parked at South Falls. I'm doing all 10 of these things. Okay guys, so I guess the last one, Winter Falls, you can't really see unless it's like the winter. Who would have known? It's called Winter Falls. So I kind of just skipped it, so I lied to everybody. I'm really just doing the trail of 9 falls today. So my bad on that, but maybe we'll come back in the winter when there's actually water at Winter Falls. Until then, I've got a little bit of a trek, I guess, to get back to the car. Like I said, people parked at like multiple spots along here for different waterfalls. I didn't even know that. I just parked at South Falls parking lot, so that's where I'm trying to get back to, doing the whole loop.